Alright. What's happening as soon as we walk into the infirmary? We're not immediately triggering a cutscene. Get vaccinated. It's the only protection against cholera. The gas mask is the worker's best friend. Always make sure yours is working. Ooh.
Everything's fine. Take it easy now. The bosses know what they're doing.
Demon, I haven't even been here a week yet, and I've already seen enough corpses for a lifetime. I thought this place was going to be a regular clinic. I had no idea it was like this.
Didn't the fact that this place is a secret complex tip you off? You're a little green to be a guard, especially at a hospital. Listen, we're not butchers like those scientists. We're not here to kill people. We just make sure no one runs off. It's fine, really.
Huh? But how do you but how do you stop them from running off? Watch your hands. Don't want to stick it into any dangerous chemicals we left standing out.
Damn. Him too? Shouldn't we at least try to help him?
There's nothing we can do for him. He sat down by your bed like he was hypnotized, and then he just stayed that way. We're the ones who need help now.
My God. But you're right. Those shots were shit. They were supposed to help, but now I've got 5 people from the same Kollektiv farm on my hands. Trust me. Something's wrong with me. Call the nurse. My side. My side is on fire. Hurry. Hurry. Call the nurse already.
What the fuck happened? Huh? Are they just poisoning people now? Are we just adding that to the list of shit that was happening? Regularly scheduled whining from senior diagnostician G. House to head physician K. Lazova. Kladvia, my treasure, I understand more and more patient, Kladvia, my treasure, I understand, but more and more patients are coming from Pavlov every day. There's so many of them, and I'm just one man. My team of buffoons don't count. They're worthless as doctors. Let's do this. I'll take the most interesting cases, and hopefully Kollektiv 2.0 can treat the rest of them. Go for it, Kladvia. Kladvia, the patients Pavlov has been sending us. Even my professional intellect flinches in horror and doesn't want to deal with them. Autopsies have been showing more and more brutal torture, and there are more of these people every day. At this rate, Kollektiv 2.0 won't have anyone to enlighten. All that's left will be flabby, freakish corpses. Just the kind you love, my treasure. Figure out what we're going to do about this, since you're the head physician. In the meantime, I'll go back to my patients, since I'm a brilliant diagnostician. What was going on? Hey!
Zaharov didn't die, comrade. Zaharov lives.
What? Who are you? What are you talking about?
I'm an assistant professor from AOC. It matters not. Zaharov lives.
What the fuck? What's at the bottom of my screen? Is there a fucking timeout? A 4,700 second timeout? The fuck?
Zaharov?
He is Dr. Sechenov's closest supporter. A man whose genius may surpass Sechenov himself. It was believed Zaharov perished a few years ago in an unfortunate accident. But he did not. I studied the documents, and all of the most revolutionary papers show signs of his involvement. His personal touch, if you like. I worked with him personally and knew his attitude well. Caustic comments, radical methods, unmitigated interruptions. He is most definitely alive. But one question remains. If he is alive and still working, why would somebody hide it?
Sounds like a conspiracy theory to me. Right now it's hard to tell who's alive and who isn't.
Yeah, Charles, what do you think about that? What do you think about the potential that Zaharov's alive? You were talking about how it was suspicious how he died, right? Nailova's faithful husband. A card has been issued for V. Nailov. We couldn't get rid of him, so we put him in a free room. Management says he can see a Nailova without a hazmat suit if he really wants to. He's been brought to his wife at Pavlov under guard a couple of times. His condition is under constant observation. Security hasn't been notified, since there's no way he'll ever leave Pavlov. Yeah, Victor... Wait. No. Are there just two different Victors? You had V. Petrov and then you have V. Nailov. So obviously they would be different, but maybe I just I'm misremembering the name from earlier on. We can't exactly look at our lore from earlier. You can only look at chirpers.
Autolysis starts approximately 7 to 10 minutes after death, followed by defecation in 3 to 5 minutes. Rigor mortis sets in 5 to 6 hours. Then, let me see, complete decomposition in about 5 years.
Alright.
What are you doing?
I'm counting. Counting. Everything has to be thoroughly calculated. Precision matters. Observation in detail is the key to success. I'm a scientist. I must spend every moment examining and cataloging nature's phenomena. Comrade, do you know many people capable of documenting the decomposition of their own body?
No, not really, but I get it, I guess.
What's the point? You can't even record your observations.
What? Oh, shit. You have a point. So you will help me. Please stay next to me over the entire period of decomposition and keep track of the progress. You will manage. It won't take long. Give or take 535 to 650 days in current conditions.
Fine. I'll go get my notepad.
Oh, Kartoffelkopf! You made me lose my concentration. Let's start again.
I mean, he just also doesn't know that, like, his consciousness is gonna fade out sooner rather than later. He wouldn't actually be able to make it that far. Loot through the window. Curious case. Comrade House. A patient came here from Pavlov today. The guys and I were betting on whether or not the diagnostic folks would pick her. All the information about her is top secret. You're gonna love it. A. Nailova, 24. Nervous system extensively afflicted by unnatural toxins. Progressive degeneration of muscle tissue. Difficulty breathing. Coma. Not interested. Furman, if you lose a battle of booze on this one, I obviously won't be able to deny myself the pleasure of taking someone else on. Anyway, Nailova's a goner, and it's actually because of you. But don't be too hard on yourself. You knew what you were signing up for. P.S. Are you out of your damn mind? Are you stupid or something, Furman? A person is dying. Give me the intake evaluation right away. Don't write me excited little notes about how you want to win a bet. You're a doctor, not a bookie, damn you. Are we finally about to see Nailova? Could she be the key to all of this after her also being name dropped a whole bunch?
Swab. Focus. Keep an eye on that incision.
Okay.
Focus. Shit. Pressure on it, now! The polymer wasn't absorbed by the tissue again, so it created a pathological cavity. There are nodules like this all over his body. What do those heartless animals want from people, huh?
You may be right, comrades. But that is not your concern. Do your jobs. Private, bring in the next one.
Yes, Comrade Colonel.
The polymer needs to be absorbed. And if it's not, save whoever you can. And clean this place up.
Damn. What was going on? Why wasn't the polymer being accepted? Breaking and entering. From Senior Diagnostician, G House. I've got bad news, Furman. Pavlov just sent us a message saying that you have a small dick. It also says that the Nailov case needs to be moved to the underground labs. The poor guy is their problem now. It's an important and unique case, and they say we aren't up to task. Make a note, slowed speech and mild dementia observed. Nothing found in the blood so far. I won't let those fuckers take my patient. How about a little breaking and entering? Furman, you with me? Are you out of your mind? Are you out of your mind, Grigory? Pavlov is a very secure facility. Everything that goes there comes back in a black bag, or it comes back here and dies on the operating table. They already took A. Nailova, and they're about to take V. Nailov. We couldn't stop them even if we had the slightest hope of treating the poor bastards. Breaking into a heavily armed complex to save 2 lives? I'm in. I don't think they're gonna make it, considering that was from a month ago. But alright, surely nothing wrong can happen in an underground hospital facility.
Charles, what is this place? I mean, what is this complex even for?
The Pavlov complex is the origin of all of Facility 3826's biological innovations. Unique experiments are conducted here, involving everything from breeding new species of farm animals to developing new space exploration technology.
Outer space? You mean they make moon rovers here, not in Chalamet?
Space exploration is about more than just vehicles. A spaceship and rovers will of course be required. But what then? What about after humans reach the Red Planet?
You mean they breed animals from Mars here?
Among other things, yes. In addition to breeding new species of animals suitable for Martian conditions, Soviet science is looking for ways to bolster man's ability to exist on Mars.
So what, they're gonna give us gills so we can swim in gas oceans?
Gas oceans are on Jupiter, Major. Mars features low temperatures and lethal hurricanes. But you're basically correct. The capabilities of your species have yet to be fully studied.
So the latest medical breakthroughs, new life support systems, all came from here.
Indeed, Comrade Major.
So many geniuses worked here for the good of all mankind. And now they're gone.
Well, gone as far as we know. Maybe all holy fucking shit. Maybe they're all inside the Kollektiv. Ah! God, I pressed the wrong button. I pressed Alt to pull up my shield. That was not it. Alright. Yeah, okay. Take your time, huh?
Saving data.
With enough bullets fired down the range, anything is possible. Please, do not explode on me. Oh boy. Yeah, that's what I figured was happening. Every single room that has a mother in it just activated.
You're dead, motherfucker!
I'm just enjoying myself to the music.
Where the fuck did you even come from?
The perfect complement to each other. One energy expenditure. And one energy absorber. Sheesh. I think we're done in this particular area. All right, let's get everything reloaded. God damn. Let's get my fire mod on here. At least if I like don't kill a sprout before it gets a corpse, the sprout brings the biomaterials to me, you know?
I'm here, honey. I'll be with you, whatever it takes.
What the fuck? Did the sprouts start because of the Nailovs? Is that what happened? Well, I certainly don't know the code for this. Anyone back here? No, alright. Oh, dang!
Fuck off, you prick! Keep your distance.
No, you don't gotta start it back up. We still have a lot of places to clear out.
Tell me, Comrade Major, Based on your professional and personal experience, would our civilian robots in combat mode really be able to complete the Atomic Heart project?
Yeah, they could do it no problem. But there were plenty of bots at all the military bases, headquarters, and launch sites, and nobody expected them to attack. They could take the American military by surprise. Just like they did to the soldiers here.
What a shame. The world just recovered from a war, and now there will be another.
Well, it's not really so bad if you think about it.
What do you mean, Comrade Major?
If Comrade Sechenov and the Politburo want to take over the US and even the whole world, they won't fight regular people.
But civilians do perish during combat operations. You know all about that.
If the robots are programmed not to kill civilians, they won't attack civilians. You're a robot, Charles. You should know all about that.
I'm a robot? In a sense, I suppose you're right. A robotic glove.
What? Neuropolymer gloves won't take orders from Kollektiv?
It depends on the glove. Some will, and some will only be able to obey their carriers. I digress. Civilian robots will receive the order to activate combat mode from Kollektiv, and whoever sets Kollektiv's policies will easily be able to order them to kill anyone at all, including civilians.
Why would they kill civvies? They're regular workers, farmers, scientists. Shit. So that's what they want the rings for.
And what's that?
You can take your thought device off and disconnect from Kollektiv, but a bot can't, can it? That means your own robot housekeeper will drag your ass back into Kollektiv at the drop of a hat. They want the rings to put on their own robots, so they'll only listen to them.
Correct.
I suppose that's a useful application for the robots. Supposedly that's what Sechenov is doing with his own. I don't think the robots are enough to take out America, though.
Never ends. Death everywhere. Nothing but death. The launch can't happen. It can't. I'd rather be nowhere. I'm never getting out of here. I don't want to become nothing. The polymers aren't what you think. They're not for what you think is right. Kollektiv doesn't exist. The thing that exists isn't Kollektiv. What the? No, get out of here! You stupid doll! I don't want you to put that poison in me!
What the fuck did it do to him? Oh my god. I guess it was one of those needle bots. What's over here? But Hysterical Scientist brings up an interesting point. What is Kollektiv really? The thing that's weird, though, is that, like, Kollektiv 1.0 already exists. So there's already a... neutral to positive application of whatever the neuropolymerization process is, in terms of legitimately being able to, like, educate people and connect them to things. But could it be something far more sinister? What happens when you polymerize everybody and... okay, data deleted. Is it gonna be the same way for all of these? Hell yeah, that's the easiest terminals of my life. Oh my god, data deleted, wow. Alright, I think we're good. There is a place up here that isn't looted, but it's locked off. Or is it? I did not loot this place, holy shit.
You're incredible, Professor. Your calculations and solutions are so elegant and logical. Your work on mimetic polymer adaptation is an amazing contribution to science.
Thank you very much, but it was really a team effort. I'm sorry, who are you?
Ivan Bykov, junior lab assistant at the Pavlov complex. I work in the archives, but my dream is to work under you. I'm a huge fan of your work.
Well, your passion is commendable, although it is frankly a little concerning. The polymers are a quickly evolving scientific field with amazing potential, but I'm afraid passion alone won't be enough to advance it. Let's talk again in a month or so and see what we can do. For now, please excuse me. Science calls.
Man, Zaharov sounds really familiar.
But I don't have a month. You'll hear about me, Professor. You can bet on it.
Fucking why? Who the hell's Bykov? Security protocol. In the event of an emergency or potential information leak, all stored data must be deleted. Data deleted. Well, I mean, that was successful, I suppose. Whoa. Yo, let me see into the void again. Yeah, even like, assuming that the US in this universe, in the Atomic Heart universe, is about the same power of America in 1955, they would need a fuckload of robots. Like, millions of robots to actually, like, take over the country. And then you have the, like, political issue of, okay, so Kollektiv, like, they put a bunch of robots. What if they succeed in putting the robots in positions where they can, like, quickly shut down things across America? Somehow, you know, America's pretty fucking big, so it doesn't make fucking sense. But, alright, let's say that they have it in power. You would then also have to, like, follow up and probably have, like, a manned invasion. And a manned invasion of America would have to be, pretty approved, I would think. I don't think anyone would go, oh yeah, I'll just go on the fucking plane to storm the other country, especially after World War II. Assuming that America did still, like, help out Russia in the war, right? Like, that's, I really don't see how anyone can be on board with that. So there's gotta be something more, is what I'm saying. There's gotta be something more to all this shit. Sechenov's plan can't just be, I'm going to storm the country with robots completely under my control. I guess that would be the point of Kollektiv. Because if all of the Soviet Union was under his direct mind control, then you would be able to have the follow-up of the robots attacking and a human army to follow up. But then again, what would be the point of that? I feel like he'd be better off just kind of like taking over Soviet Union, like, you know, Russia, the Soviet Union all by itself. And then just kind of like rocking that, you know, like having control of the Soviet Union all by itself and pretending to everybody like, hey, everything's totally fine over here, and then like super hyper advancing his technology because he has everybody under his control. Looks like we got 3 big ones in here. We can handle that. Whoa! Fucking coming out swinging, huh? So you got 3 big ones? You're gonna need to send 2 plushes or something. That would be a challenge. Now the plushes. Okay, that's where now we can start adding some things up. Biological warfare. Except the sprouts, I don't think the sprouts were planned. I think they were just a happy little accident of all this stuff going down. But maybe it'll turn out that the experiments here purposely made the sprouts, because the sprouts, I think the sprouts by themselves could be a legitimate threat to the world. Like, they just fucking throw one of these in like a heavily populated area, and assuming that like in an actual scenario, the sprouts would be very capable of like killing and taking over people rather than just like taking over dead bodies. I could see a zombie outbreak happening that way. Plus robots, plus invading army, yeah, then that's when things really go to hell. That did something. Did I rotate something over here? Oh, I flooded this room so I could swim around. See, part of me doesn't want to go further because I want the code for that locked door. Because we've done this thing once already, where inside of the museum facility, I was like, oh, I'll just keep progressing and they'll give me the code eventually, and then I never fucking got the code. So like, I probably just missed it. Like, they just slapped a picture somewhere and I was supposed to interpret it. I feel like the information on those terminals could be valuable. But I'm not seeing any, like, pickups or anything that can help me. Alright. After Googling for the code, this is the code for the door. What the fuck? How in the I'm honestly surprised that anyone even figured it out. Cause this is crazy. Like, I'm not even gonna bother trying to like genuinely piece it together myself. I just need to show like how absurd that was. Oh my god. I would never, ever, I could have spent like 5 hours here and I would have never noticed, oh, the blood spatters on the wall all form a hand. And then there's circles, and those very loosely turn into the pattern to open up the door. What the fuck? And for what? Like, I'm not actually expecting a lot out of these chests. We're overloaded on loot. It doesn't seem like it gave me anything like great. There better be something on these computers, please. There we go. The Nailova experiment. Report attached. Vladimir Nailov, age 32, grew up in a village outside of Moscow, young parents, breastfed, healthy child, played outside, did physical labor, strict hardworking parents, typical village life, fought in World War II, psychological state following service, normal, smoker, no illnesses other than the occasional cold, typical healthy Soviet soldier, strong, goal-oriented. I feel bad for him. After the spores entered Nailov's blood through his wife's body, he experienced temporary paralysis, muscle spasms, irritability, detached corneas, and mild dementia. His condition deteriorated over the course of 3 days, but never became critical and eventually stabilized. After a few subsequent visits to A. Nailova, V. Nailov actually started to improve. During the 7th visit, he froze in front of her bed and stopped moving. His life signs remained normal, but V. Nailov showed no more signs of life. We observed the natural development of the hemlock mutation in these patients. The day before yesterday, the man grew roots all over his body, just like A. Nailova. Hemlock branched out as it developed, but eventually hit a dead end. Consultations with botanists from Pavlov will be required. The experiment can be considered a failure. Send your observers to eliminate the remnants of the Nailov experiment, Comrade Burr. Sheesh. I mean, I guess he didn't become... He didn't become a zombie. Data deleted, data deleted, data deleted. Not as useful. Not as useful information. Oh, thank God for whoever figured that out. Google could be an incredible resource. I wonder if that's what also happened inside of the museum. There was just like a crazy perspective puzzle that we were supposed to figure out.
Saving data.
Ow. To pick up a few items. But there was a chirper in that room too, so that's unfortunate. I think that would have been maybe some other key information.